tonight. So so happy to have you guys along with us. For those of you who do not know this beautiful face on the screen, I am Nick Mazesco, your NBL Network Director. Joining me, as always, for the broadcast of the NBL, it is the commissioner of the Madden Bomber League. It is Bomber. Bomber, what a night. We got some Madden Live. We got some drops in the chat. Bunch of people here. I've seen a lot of people going, I've never been here before, just checking out the NBL for the first time. So give the quick 30-second pitch about what the NBL is and how we're a little different than what you've been seeing all week long.
Well, first, this is NBL Live broadcast number 319, and it's play-by-play broadcast from our 32-user Madden Franchise League. Each team is controlled by a user. Obviously, we have a developmental league. If you want to know more information about the NBL, you can put command join in the chat. You can also put command NBL or even command season. Give you a little information on what's going on with the current season right now. We got the Dolphins taking on the Denver Broncos, two of the bottom teams there in the AFC. Dolphins sitting at 4-9, not having the season they hope to have. And we all know about the Denver Broncos, their struggles, sitting at 1-12. They traded Von Miller earlier in the season. They ended up getting a first-round pick, which was Tampa's first-round pick from the Indianapolis Colts. And Tampa's sitting at 5-9, so it's kind of a rebuild for both of these teams right now, even though Miami was kind of having high hopes that they would make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, Miami coming off a real nice rebound season last year, but they've sort of sunk back down as Kareem Hunt's going to break a tackle. 20-15-10-5. Touchdown Dolphins as they put up a 2-score lead. Yes, this is season 42 of the NBLs. Appreciate everybody hitting that follow button. I turned off the alert sound so we wouldn't be listening to it all night long, but we appreciate you guys hitting that follow button. We do have giveaways. How the giveaway is going to work, we're going to draw them from the chat. We might do a keyword giveaway for one of them. If you put exclamation point giveaway in the chat, you'll be able to see the giveaways that we're doing tonight, same as what everyone's had today. But we'll be doing those from the chat. The only requirements to win the giveaway, you just got to be following the channel. Hit that heart button right at the top. And then you just got to be active and be positive, because at the end of the day, if I see you're being a dingbat, you're not going to win a giveaway. We want to give away to people who are good supporting Madden streamers, and we appreciate everybody who's been watching all day long. We know there's a lot of options to watch. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving. A lot of college football on the docket. So the fact that you guys are spending some time with the NBL and the other Madden streamers around here, it means a lot to us, and we certainly do appreciate it. Dude, Smitzer in the chat saying I already won once today. Oh, he might win twice. Who knows? He's got that dump truck at the very end where you're going to get everything that we're giving away tonight. Drops are active in the chat. And I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Bomber, how was your Thanksgiving? Did you have a good holiday weekend?
It was good, man. Ate very well. What about yourself?
I got to spend some time with the in-laws, and then it was a little brief because I had to,
That's
Chris
the best
Aaron,
way, though. Isn't that the best
weren't you just
way
hosting Friday Night Football? Yeah, I literally did Thanksgiving. I drove home that night and flew out to Huntsville last night for Friday Night Football, and now flew back home this morning, and we got a little NBL action.
And you got the call Friday Night Football with who? The man, the myth, the legend?
Hey, Monkey Bite, how about them Buckeyes, bud? How about them? Anyways, he's been taunting me in chat for like a lot of weeks. Anyways, Kizzy Martin, what's going on? I got a call with VTech last night. That was an absolute blast. By the way, one of the best follows on Twitter. What's going on, Shotmaster? Good to see you, man. If you don't follow him on Twitter, go follow him at Madden VTech. But just a great overall guy and one of the best analogies I've ever heard in the history of Friday Night Football.
Which we can't repeat on this stream.
A PG stream. Is it? It's kind of PG.
No, it 100% is not.
Oh, it's not?
Absolutely
right,
not. And a lot of his tweets after about 9 p.m. are not safe for work, so if you're working a night shift, you might want to...
Stewart's got us in the chat. All right, thanks, man. So, yes, this is Week 15 action.
Yeah.
Our finally in Week 15, and then Bomber's going to hop on, click the old button, and we'll go to Week 16. We are in the playoff push. And there's a lot up for grabs in the next couple of games. Luckily, though, for these two teams, they don't have to worry about playoffs.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Dolphins, a really talented team with Kareem Hunt. He brought him over out of box season 1 of Madden 20, which was NBL season number 40, currently in NBL season 42, third season going on right now. Week 15 action here on Madden 20, as you see a sack there on Jameis Winston, just having a struggling season so far. Hendrickson gets the sack. Kareem Hunt, you want to talk about him just a little bit, 91 overall. They gave a first-round pick. They sent it to Cleveland to bring in Kareem Hunt out of box. He's 26 years old, superstar dev. He's going to hit 1,000 yards this year for the second season in a row. Touchdowns are a little bit down, but if there's one lone bright spot on this Miami Dolphins team, and it's not going to be on the defensive side. One of the worst defenses you've seen. They might pitch a shutout today, but that still is no indication that this defense is getting any better. But Kareem Hunt has been quite the superstar for this team.
And again, the Dolphins play an incredibly difficult division with the 13-1 New England Patriots, the 9-4 New York Jets, and the 8-6 Buffalo Bills. But this is a Miami team, Bomber, that the first season of Madden 20, they struggled mightily. They had a nice bounce back last year, though, and people were like, well, what do we know of this Dolphins team? They're kind of on that roller coaster, back down to 4-9 once they got the tougher schedule.
Yeah, when you look at this team, you think everything was trending up after a terrible first season, inaugural season in Madden 20, NBL season 40. They really, really struggled. And then last year they finished 9-7. So you thought, okay, maybe we're going to see maybe a 10-win fighting for maybe a wild card spot. And they came off a 2-14 season, went to a 9-7, and now they're sitting at 4-9. It just seems like the Miami Dolphins are who they are, and they're going to be that third team in the AFC East, and they're going to
the fourth team right now.
They're the fourth team right now. They're going to just 3-4 is where they're going to be at, and I don't think they're really going to push for the playoffs. They just seem to be kind of stuck in this way. We're going to have to see a big change somewhere, especially on the defensive side of the ball, maybe in the draft here from the Miami Dolphins.
Big shout out to all my NBL guys in the chat, holding it down as people ask questions, as that's a wide open Grant and Will Tye. Will Tye was not the intended receiver there, and yet he's still got the catch down to the 27-yard line. All my NBL guys in chat, be sure to answer as many questions as you can. One great user in the chat says, Nick, you are the GOAT. Thought you were playing. Now I see you're commentating. Your genius, bro. This helps in your craft and everything. That's why you the GOAT. User, appreciate it.
Wait, is that the guy that plays squads with?
He does play with Boogs, and is now.
Dude, he's hilarious.
He's hilarious,
clubs,
and he's
right?
also, by the way, the Carolina Panthers club champion. One great user in the chat. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I follow that guy. He's pretty hilarious, man. And the fact that he won the club, I mean, it validates him. So not only just entertaining, but got the stick skills as well.
Yeah, a lot of fun. One great user, one of the great follows on Twitch. Make sure you head over and follow him. One great user. Rosen, back in the end zone. There was absolutely no need to lob past that at all, and because he did, it's an incomplete pass. You guys, if you're just joining us for the first time, we appreciate you. Oh, he's playing tonight on Boogs' Madden Live, and here. Wait, hold on, I got this. Bingo bango. Here's your Madden Live schedule. We're on Popular Strangers also streaming, so make sure you pop over there, get your drops, possibly win some giveaways over there. Buffalo K and Boogs coming up at 10 o'clock, featuring one great user, so don't miss out on that. If it is your first time joining us, first of all, we appreciate you checking out the NBL, whether you're here just for drops or giveaways, or you're interested in checking out the franchise action. We do appreciate it. You're going to notice a little different than what you see across other Madden streamers in the competitive world. Not only are we a franchise, Electrofly Gaming, what's going on, man? Not only are we a franchise mode with full 32 users, so I am not playing. My hands are right. Well, my other hand is here. There it is. They both are. We got a full 32 users. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But we got you want to check out our rules, you can go to MaddenBomberLeague.com, click on the rules tab. We got a full page of rules in this franchise. Some things you'll notice that are a little quirky are things like we have only one play call per named play. So once you call a play, for example, you call halfback stretch, you can't call halfback stretch again. You can call halfback stretch arc. You can call stretch, but halfback stretch is out. So everybody's got a full 500 play custom playbook, and Bomber just gives a little different feel to the broadcast.
Yeah, absolutely. So if the name is halfback slam and then the other name is halfback slams, you can technically run that twice. That's not considered the same play. So it just kind of creates a different play style. In a sense, you're going to get more plays called. You're going to see a deeper dive into the books. And, you're going to get what you see. So if you're checking it out from the beginning till the end, you'll probably notice it as well. It's very fun and entertaining to watch.
Other things you'll notice, defensively, you got to stay in your zones, so you won't see guys roaming all over the field. It's just a very different look than what you see across it. No one way is right. The great part about Madden is everyone can play it how they want. This is just how we do it in the NBL. So you'll notice no run meta here. We got a lot of passing, a lot of different plays you'll see on both defense and offense, and it's going to be a great night because you'll get a wide array of teams. These are two of, I don't want to say the bottom feeders. The Broncos are the bottom feeders. As big shout out to Bugatti Boogs, the Dugatti with the sub, the tier 1 sub. Appreciate it, my friend. As that's just bad luck. That's going to go into the hands of Dunn. And will Gov return this one. He's got some room left side. 30, 25. He'll get taken down just shy of the 20. At the 22-yard line. If you're going, wow, this Denver team sucks, you are correct.
That was a terrible read. You got the tight end on a drag. You got a little shallow cross with the inside slot guy wide open, naked. I mean, you could have hit him, even let it upfield, probably picked up 15 to 20 right there. Jameis Winston continues to struggle this season, which is it's kind of just in nature with what the Denver Broncos have done this season. It seems like they're just completely rebuilding. They came into this year with a $20 million contract as a Kareem Hunt continuing to cook up for the Miami Dolphins, but he came in here making about $22 million, sitting at 33 years old. A lot of people knew he's probably on his way out. They were looking to make a move last year of his deal. He ends up getting traded about week 4, week 5 to the Indianapolis Colts, and that just kind of solidified the rest of the season for the Denver Broncos. They are 31st defense and the 30th ranked offense, and yet now they're on NBL Live, and 1,000 people are getting to watch these Broncos play pretty terribly.
Congratulations, the one-win Denver Broncos right now. As I appreciate everybody hitting that follow button, hitting that subscribe button. You guys are awesome. Reminder, just got to hit that follow button and be active in chat to win the giveaways. We'll do our first giveaway right around 8:30 Eastern time. We got 4 of those tonight. It's Kareem Hunt. He's going to walk into the end zone. By the way, here's what I just realized. When Boogs and One Great User play squads together, that's 2 Madden 20 club champions playing on the same team. I do not want to run into those guys in
Yeah,
squads.
One Great User is always open. One of the famous clips, you've probably seen it on Twitter. Yeah, he runs a quick out, and he's literally giving Boogs the play-by-play. He says, out route open, and Boogs didn't hit him. And then he got open again, and they ended up getting a touchdown. So it's very entertaining stuff, man. Are we going to be hosting? We'll
host Boogs after this. I got a message. Okay. Popular Stranger's going right now, too. So I got a message. See, we'll each host one of them. Can you rage quit in this league, D. Stewart asks. No. No, you cannot.
No.
It's a big no-no. Great part about the NBL, though, Bomber, is, especially over the last couple years, because we've been able to meet some people in person. We got to go on vacation together with a bunch of guys. We're able to have a group of guys here that, like take Pricey, for example. This is an owner who has one of the worst winning percentages in the league. He has 4 wins this year, and that is about 3 more wins than he usually gets. But he sticks around. He plays every game because he likes being a part of the community.
Yeah, 4-12 to him finish is probably comparable relative to somebody finishing about 10-6. So he's really excited about it. And, he's competed a little bit this year. But, yeah, when you play a 32-user team, the amount of teams that make the playoffs stays the same. So you're going to have teams that are perpetual just Detroit Lions of the NBL. Essentially just going to lose and lose. And if they don't stick around, they're kind of also the foundation of your league as well as the guys at the top and in the middle. So everybody plays a little bit of a part here, but not everybody can be a winner. And then you got the middle guys that are sometimes getting to the playoffs, sometimes they don't. Being able to stick around because it is community first here in the NBL is a big reason why we're so successful.
Yeah, people asking me for Twitch logins. 24-0 Dolphins on top. Broncos looking to, I say stay in this game, but we all knew it was probably over once that kickoff went live. But we got a bunch of games coming up. Boogs, OSU sucks. How'd that work for you today? Let me just ask you that one. How'd that work? How'd that work out? Just wondering. That 50 burger. That 50 burger was so tasty.
If you didn't check the game out today, you can tell by the attire that Nick's gonna get mad when I say he comes in with the OSU stuff when they dominate. When they lose, it's usually NBL stuff.
Well, the nice part is we're 12-0, so no losses left this year. Also, normally I wear NBL stuff, but I felt like today
because you knew he was going to be here.
Yeah, a dominant win. Got to support us. I mean, again, literally this week in college football, it is my favorite week because it's so many rivalry games. Alabama-Auburn was a phenomenal game. Auburn ended up taking the Iron Bowl. Indiana-Purdue for the Old Oak and Bucket ended up being a great game that went to double overtime. I mean, it's the best week in college football. And then we get to follow it up after having some Thanksgiving games, get some NFL football tomorrow night, including the Ravens and the Niners. That game is going to be absolutely fantastic. Famous Jameis looking left side, trying to find Noah Fant. He picks him up. That's basically been his number one weapon. Listen, there's not a lot of bright spots for this Denver Broncos team, but Bradley Chubb on defense, Noah Fant on offense are some real nice bright spots for a team that only has 1 win on the year.
Yeah, you got to wonder what's going on with the user for the Miami Dolphins. That ball just really hangs in the air a little too long. You click onto the safety. You're coming downhill. You got to lay the boomstick, and right there, just 2 or 3 yards away from the user and just kind of whiffs. Good user catches that ball and just turns the corner to the house. But right there, Denver Broncos still really fortunate to catch that ball.
C7 sub 9 says this Broncos O about as good as the Broncos O in real life. Hey man, don't insult the real life Broncos like that.
Captain Planet is getting it tonight.
Remember that Fant truck against the Browns? Yes, I do. Sadly. Drops are live. First giveaway will be about 8:30. If you want to know what the giveaways are, put exclamation point giveaway in the chat. Second and 3 for Planet and the Denver Broncos. 1 timeout remaining. Empty backfield for famous Jameis. Pump fake on the screen. He looks right up the seam for who else but Noah Fant. Good defense, though, by the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, this is one of the worst seasons I've seen Jameis Winston play in the NBL. This is a guy that put up 195 fantasy points in NBL season 40, 41. He picked up 150. Right now he's sitting under 100, probably going to finish about 30, 40 short. His QBR has dropped nearly 20 points. Touchdown to interception ratio, 13 to 22. Just really struggling all across the board. This offense and this defense now without Von Miller.
Third and 3, 13 seconds in the first half. Winston, he's got Sanders inside the 10. Takes a big hit from Harris. Last time out taken by Denver. Listen, if I'm Denver, I'm not even thinking about a field goal right now, right? It's 24-0.
Yeah, this is probably going to end up in a pick. I'd probably just take the field goal, get some points on the board. At least you're not pitching a shutout. 7 seconds, a lot can go wrong with Captain Planet's thumbs being in control this time in this clock. But I expect maybe Noah Fant on a seam here, but I don't even see him on the field. Oh, he's in the backfield? No, it's split halfback.
I think Fant's out with there's not a tight end out there. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, throw it right to. I mean, that wasn't anyone about that field goal. Maybe you should have taken the field goal. I think Electrify asked, do you have to call different plays on defense? No, you have to mix up your defensive play calls. Can't have more than 70-30 one-way man or zone. But at the end of the day, there just aren't that many defensive plays to call. So, but offensively, once you call a play, it's done. Done for the day. Kareem Hunt's going to take this one up near the 25. That'll take us to halftime. To say it's all Dolphins right now just doesn't seem like does it justice. 24-0 Miami on top.
Just dominating first half, on pace for a shutout, and that is primarily because the ineptitude of Jameis Winston, number 16 there for the Denver Broncos. We said it, 22 interceptions coming into this game, now able to knock 23 on his belt, only 13 touchdowns. In the first 2 seasons of this Madden cycle with the Broncos, he's had over 20 touchdowns a season, and he's kept the interception ratio lower than his touchdowns. So he's been playing somewhat well, and this year just a huge drop-off. And I think it's just because the defense has put them in such a bad hole this entire season. As I said, they're 32nd ranked defense in the NBL right now. 31st. So this is a team that really asking too much from Jameis Winston in this offense. 2
of the legends in the Friday Night Football community, NorCal, Navy, Mike, and Canona in the chat. They've given combined over, I think we're up over 360 gift subs in the Mudhead TV chat. So big shout out to NorCal, Navy, Mike, and Canona. Good to see you guys as always. Slamfist in chat asking, whose idea was the offensive play call rule? Was that listen, I came into the NBL season 17. Was that always, is that like a season 1 rule?
No, it wasn't. Probably came
probably when we started streaming, right?
Yeah, it just wanted to broaden the game out, just have a little bit more of a deeper dive with the playbooks and really have people, that are using customs because their team is always changing as another. I mean, at this point, if I'm the OC for the Denver Broncos, I'm going up to the head coach and be like, hey, it's time to take Jameis out and really get this run game some touches here, because offensively not able to move the ball in the air. And you got Antoine Holloway, one of the fastest halfbacks in the league, very talented, 83 overall, 23 years old. So I'd like to get him some more touches in this game. I understand we're down 24-0, but we're playing for just some kind of rhythm to finish the season strong. And right now, just allowing Jameis Winston to kind of kill his entire confidence as he just consistently throws into the teeth of the defense. But back to the play calling thing, that was just something that kind of, throughout time and was discussed within the community. And like I said, it's not for everybody. Understandably, franchise mode isn't for everybody, but it's something that we enjoy. It does, broaden the game out, and it creates a deeper dive into your playbook.
Yeah, these are already GG's. XB, man, what's going on? Good to see you. J Ray in the chat. Appreciate all you guys hanging out with us. Happy holiday weekend. Hope you guys got your fill of Thanksgiving food. For one, will never eat turkey again until next Thanksgiving. 3rd and 6 for Planet. Down 24-0. Winston looking to that corner out. That's Noah Fant. He's got a catch. Seriously, 8 completions are 7 to Noah Fant.
Yeah, he's having a big game. Surprisingly, he's not the leader receiving yards or touchdowns for this team. Cortland Sutton has been the guy. Noah Fant came into this game, 41 catches, 568 yards, 5 touchdowns. But it seems today that's definitely where he's looking to send most of his targets, as Jameis Winston has kind of got his Jay Cutler going on right now, and he's just eyeing one receiver. Oh, that's close.
Was he eyeing that receiver again?
Yeah, I'd be arguing with the refs there, man, for just a little contact there at the end. You understand there's going to be a little contact between the receiver and the corner, or that might have been a linebacker there or safety. Just a little bit of contact there, and Denver's in such need of trying to move the ball. They're definitely going to be lobbying to the officials for that one.
All right, our first giveaway we're going to be doing in about 4 minutes' time. That's going to be for your choice. Make sure I read this. Your winner's choice of one of the NFL 100 running backs and the Power Up in 5K training. So if you don't know who those are, well, first of all, I hope you know who they are just in general. Because this is a who's who of running backs over the history. Eric Dickerson, Barry Sanders, Jim Brown, and Emmitt Smith. Get your choice of one of those, plus the full Power Up, as that was definitely an inaccurate pass. We're going to be doing that in about 4 minutes' time. Make sure you're following the channel. You don't want to miss out on this giveaway if you're not following. That would be a shame. Giveaways due tonight. Drops are active. Tony Mack saying Dickerson would be a banger. We saw Eric Dickerson have a great run with, I think it was franchise GG last night in Friday Night Football. Was running at Eric Dickerson. Made it to the Final Four. Had a great run with him. We've seen some Jim Brown. Haven't seen a lot of that Emmitt Smith. I think Emmitt Smith, everybody sort of is the consensus the 4th best out of that group, which is weird to say about the all-time leader in rushing yards in the NFL.
Is Jim Brown considered the top one, and then Barry, or?
Jim and Barry, just depends on which one you want, because Jim Brown's more of the bruiser.
I've seen that a lot. I've seen him a lot at squads, as opposed to, or maybe I've just been seeing it on the Twitter clips so far.
I mean, Jim Brown was already in the game, too, so
yeah.
There's some Jim Browns already out there, as Kareem Hunt, little stretch run. Ball's out, picked up by Mike Gesicki. So even when something goes wrong for Miami, they are still playing Denver, and bad news.
I remember when that Saquon Barkley card was considered the best halfback. It seems like he's been, and that's the one we had on our squads team for quite some time.
Long time. Shopmaster says, I have a great story where I almost threw up on Eric Dickerson. Wouldn't it be a better story, Shop, if you actually did throw up on Eric Dickerson? Feel like that would be an awesome story. If Barry didn't retire early, he'd have 30K rushing yards. I don't know, man. They showed that stat about how he had all of his rushing yards in 153 games. He certainly would be the all-time leader if he played another 10 seasons. He only played 11 seasons in the NFL. A career ended way too short. But that's sort of the pattern of Detroit Lions players. Calvin Johnson, Barry Sanders. They just want to get out of Detroit as quickly as they can.
You got to wonder how much he was beat up and how much it was actually worth continuing to play. Because once you get into close to that 10-season mark, 8 seasons, you're starting to look at winning versus, just going out there and beating your body up. And, unfortunately, we've seen a lot of Detroit Lions. Matt Stafford might be the next one.
Expired pout of the giveaways just for contributing to chat. No keywords. We're not going to do a keyword for the first one. We might do a keyword chat at some point. A keyword giveaway just because I like the mix-up. But this first one is just going to be, you just got to be active in the chat. And you got to be following the channel. It's that easy. Don't need to be subscribed or anything, but we appreciate everybody who's hit that subscribe button to support the NBL network. And you get your sweet NBL emote. Emotes if you do tier 2 because you get the chef syrup, which is still there. It's 8 and 10 handoff. That's Kalen Ballard.
He's still cooking up, man.
Still cooking, man.
He put on so a little backstory on the if anybody does have the chef syrup emote. Syrup was cooking in his kitchen, basically like microwaving some microwave mashed potatoes, but he put on an entire chef get up and pretended he was cooking some 5-star cuisine, but in actuality, I'm pretty sure it was just microwave dinner.
It was no chicken parm. Appreciate Project Fat with a 20 months. All right, we're going to do that giveaway. So just to populate Nightbot, plus I want to hear from you guys.
What are the giveaways, cards that we got?
So you get your choice. This first giveaway is the NFL 100s running backs. It's not the defensive players that were released last night. It's the NFL 100 running backs. So your choice are Emmitt Smith, Eric Dickerson, Barry Sanders, and Jim Brown. Let me know which one of those you guys are excited for in the chat. Let me know who you'd pick if you were to win that one. Just got to, again, following, active in the chat. Some people ask, what does active mean? I have it set to, you've said something in the last 15 minutes. It's not super active. You don't have to be talking all the time. And then you just got to be positive force for good, as always, because we're always trying to spread positivity in the Madden community in general. It's Kalen Ballard's right side, nowhere to go. If you do win, if your name gets drawn, make sure you're paying attention. I will whisper you on Twitch. You'll have 5 minutes to claim that one. Otherwise, I know the Bugatti Boog's going to be throwing his reroll dice up there real quick. Is Chris Olave the greatest wide receiver in Ohio State history? No. I love Chris Olave. I don't think you can name anybody the greatest of all time after less than 2 years under his belt, but he has the tools to be really, really good. But, I mean, the wide receivers that have been through at Ohio State, you got Chris Carter, David Boston, Devin Smith. I mean, there have been some. Michael Thomas.
David Boston. Was he good? The guy that played for the Chargers way back?
Yeah, he was great at Ohio State. Punched, who did he punch? Desmond Howard in the face or Charles Woodson in the face?
Hey, how about them Spurs, though? We beat Kawhi Leonard yesterday. A dominating performance by Derek White, guys. If you're not watching the San Antonio Spurs, I don't know what you're watching. We're about to go on a run and probably end up 1 or 2 seed in the
Booted from chat. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, let's draw this bad boy. First winner, your choice of any of those NFL 100 running backs plus the training and the power-up. Congrats to Flying Sky High, who has been a follower of the NBL since December of 2018, also a subscriber, which is just, listen, we didn't put any extra luck for subscribers, but it's always good to see a subscriber win. They hit that subscribe button tonight, so big shout out, Flying Sky High. I'll be messaging you in just a second once I get typing. All right, we got 5 minutes to claim, but I already saw a Lego from him, so it's pretty pumped. Godwell in the chat, MGD in the chat, Dr. McDots in the chat. Appreciate all you guys hanging out with us. Again, hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. Our next giveaway will be about 9 o'clock Eastern time, somewhere around there. We might do it right at the beginning of those games that'll be kicking off at the conclusion of these. YK Slug, I forgot to follow. Hit that follow button now. It's that easy. You didn't miss out. So just check your whispers. Make sure, shout out to everybody hitting that follow button tonight. Nick Mazesco and Bomber along with you. This is game number 1. We've got, I think, 4 more games after this. A couple are going to be going off at the same time, so we'll have Super Show action. And we will mercifully not be watching this game anymore. As
an insult to injury there. You got Antoine Holloway going to be down, hopefully not for an extended period of time. Out of 5'9", out of Georgia, 212 pounds. This guy was... He was the 9th pick in the NBL Season 41 rookie draft. You can find our archives on youtube.com/Madden Bomber League, along with weekly podcasts, bi-weekly podcasts, and just a whole bunch of stuff over there. Top 5 plays of the week, stuff like that. It looks like shoulder strain. It says will not be able to return to the game. So hopefully that's not too much of any games. It might just be a game injury. Still got 2 weeks left in NBL Season 42.
Isaac says, is this the Numa Numa guy? Haha, you picked a fat guy with glasses. Clever.
Is it the what?
Numa guy, come on. It's like an OG YouTube video.
Never heard of him.
God. I was gonna make fun of people in chat for being young and not knowing what that was. And then your old hamburglar ass is over here like, who? What?
I only watched select YouTubers back in the day, so I was late to it.
Flying Sky High has claimed his NFL 100 running back, so congratulations. He is selecting right now. He's giving me his information. He's going, I'm trying to decide which one. Got to look through. The next giveaway we're going to be doing, is going to be you get that Night Train Lane and Michael Irvin and the power-ups and training for both of them. So a little double giveaway. Oh, we also got the Blitz Masters coming up.
What's the overall on that Night Train Lane? Isn't that like a 90? Is it the 95 one?
I don't know which one it is. You can get it up to the 95 though. That's with
it's
the
a power up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's to get you the fully one. Flying Sky High has picked Eric Dickerson. So a good choice. Good choice.
Matty 83 says 94. All right. I don't know, man. I was getting into it during the bats for the Halloween stuff and.
NorCal Navy Mike Ask Jeeves. Yeah, shout out to your MySpace top 5. Who had a GeoCities page? MapQuest. I think does MapQuest still have a website? I'm gonna check right now.
Hey, GeoCities was good, man.
It still does, and it's got like ads. Oh, it's powered by Priceline now. Priceline bought them. Cool. Cool. Z Reality has everyone's night. It's going great. Yes, we make them with kid picks. Thanks for asking. Kick is up, and it is good. 30-0. Miami on top. This game is still actually happening. Do the Broncos have any bright spot? I'm gonna look at their stats.
Yeah, Noah Fant probably is the
number 12 rush defense.
Oh, you mean as a team?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's probably because their offense can't put up any points, and everybody just passes all on them, and then the game ends up, running out of time. As you saw today, I mean, they really struggled stopping Kareem Hunt, so I haven't seen much of a rush defense. It's just there's only so many yards you can get in a game, and a lot of people are getting the bulk of it by passing against the 27th worst pass defense in the NBL.
Royce Freeman picking up 5 with no Holloway in the game. So an actual Denver Bronco. And yes, we got a lot of shows here on the NBL Network, not just live NBL Live games, but building the franchise. Bomber, it's been an interesting year for building the franchise, trying something a little differently.
Yeah, we've been doing the NFC South following our reigning Super Bowl champion Carolina Panthers, along with the Atlanta Falcons, Tampa Bay Bucks, and New Orleans Saints. We've got about 5-6 episodes in. Going to have another episode here tomorrow, the next day here on twitch.tv/NBL Network. And we'll be announcing shortly who we're going to be following for NBL Season 43. We already have that team selected as well.
It's going to be a single team, not a division.
We're going to go back to a single team, right. And we're going to follow them and try to put on, most of their games are going to be broadcast here on Twitch, and then some of them are actually going to be BTF, branded shows. Then bonus coverage for the rest of them that we just run together there at night, kind of like how we used to do it at the beginning of BTF.
A Red Sea Assassin asking who are the worst teams in the league in the NBL?
Well, you're watching one right now.
And it's not the Miami Dolphins. Worst teams in the league? Denver. Oakland, although not this year, they've got 4 wins. How many of those wins are autos?
You got to wonder this. Well, here's a funny part. The Broncos are 1-12, so you'd automatically assume that one win came against who? The Oakland Raiders, but that is not true. The Raiders actually swept them this year, beating them 23-20 and 12-10. Not very convincingly, but at the end of the day, they did sweep them. I think their one victory came against, let me see if I can find it here, the Cincinnati Bengals week 1.
So automatically, Brad's the worst. The Colts are bad. The Giants are bad. But it also changes from year to year. We've seen a lot of movement. Like, for example, this Miami Dolphins team was 9-7 last year. They got 4 wins this year. They had 2 wins in season 1. I'm different. How do we get drops? You just got to make sure your EA account is linked. You can put ! link in the chat to get the link to link your accounts. Link. Link's Awakening is a great game. Picked off by Harris. I know you're just throwing up a Hail Mary at that point, but boy. All right, Bomber, you on that Xbox ready to hit that advance button?
Yeah, we're sitting here. I'm gonna just mute my mic for a second, make sure I get it right, and don't.
Well, there's still 33 seconds left in this game. Denver's not quite dead yet.
Yeah, but if I advance it now, maybe there's a chance Denver can get this dub.
Wouldn't that be embarrassing? You hit that just a little too early. Knees and GGs. Tannehill takes the kneel, and the Miami Dolphins are gonna move to 5 wins on the year. First game we're going to have up is going to be the Baltimore Ravens, who are not one of the worst teams. They're 14-0 right now. They're going to be taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars under new ownership. First time for Reezy on NBL Live. And just like that, we're out. So I'm going to throw up the Madden Live screen. It's been a great day of Madden Live action as Bomber goes on with that advance. Coming up next, 10 o'clock Eastern time, head over to Buffalo K and Boogs. We'll be hosting one of those. But they'll have more drops, more giveaways. Big shout out one more time to EA, Madden NFL, Kralo and Gabby over there for hooking up the Harvest Weekend. Guys, listen, no matter what your opinion of the game is, or of individual streams, whatever it is, make sure you thank Kralo and Gabby on Twitter for putting this stuff together, because they've been doing, I think I saw a stat that like giveaways are up 30% of free cards that have been given away in streams and stuff. This has been a big part of what Gabby and Kralo wanted to do with the Madden Live program is showcase streamers and do more giveaways and help grow the streaming community. So a big shout out to those guys. They have been absolutely fantastic, and we are just blessed to be a part of it. All right, let me pull up this next stream. And we watch the advance happen live. This is the Baltimore Ravens, who are about to advance with 178 scouting points that they haven't used. Really? Yo, Z, what you doing? All right, there they go. You lose half those. Bold choice. It's a bold plan. Check out this training. Stick and outside run. Baltimore Ravens, one of the top teams in the NBL. The top team in the NBL, not one of. 14-0. They've beaten a lot of good teams as well. AFC North Division champions. They were mad that they lost their division title last year to the Cleveland Browns. Come back with a vengeance with, of course, Lamar Jackson at the helm. Taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. A little bit of a rebuild. New owner came in just like 3 days ago. So this is like first foray for Reezy with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And congratulations, you get to be on NBL Live and get to take on Z-Star. Have fun, bud. Can we point out, I think Z may have the best owner name in the NBL. His owner name is Porter is my son. It's amazing. Big shout out to Porter, who bailed tonight. Really hung us out to dry. Shout out to him. His name is Porter. I don't know why he's not scouting T-Jax. I got no answer. I'm different when we get the drops. If your account is linked, they sometimes show up quickly. Sometimes they take a little bit of time. I don't know. YK Slug, I like your content, man. Keep it up. You're entertaining. Appreciate it. Giveaways. We're going to be doing them around the top and bottom of the hours. So we just did one at 8:30. He says, I forgot. I yelled at you on stream. So next one will be about 9 o'clock. That's going to be for the little 2-pack, Night Train Lane, Michael Irvin, plus the power-ups and 10K training. I played Lit this week, by the way. I'm looking forward to that one. I hope we get a drop too, man. I have no control of when the drops happen. But supposedly they're fixed and they're working, because a lot of people have been saying they got it. Does Hollywood have Mossed? Don't say that. Motor, I hope you're joking. Motor, are you joking? If you came in during a raid, you'll need to refresh or leave and come back. That is true. If you came in, like if you were watching C-Ball and stream and you came in over the raid, you're still technically watching C-Ball and stream. You just got to refresh to make sure you get your drops. A fun little quirk of the drop system. I was looking at the results in our group me, and then I remember they were all force wins, so. Final stats, by the way, from the Broncos-Dolphins game. Jameis Winston finished 9 of 20 for 122 yards and 3 picks. 9 completions, 5 were to Noah Fant. Top notch. So this is going to be our first game of Week 16. He says, confidently remembering what week it was. We got, what's up, J-Luck? Good to see you, man. We got the Ravens taking on the Jags. see what other games we have on the schedule. We also have we get to see the Broncos again. They're going to take on the Chargers in what should be a more competitive game. And then let's see if those guys have kicked off yet. They're getting ready to go as well. We're going to have a little Super Show action. 2 games live at once. And then let's see. We got the Buccaneers taking on the Panthers. And we got the Cardinals taking on the Rams. So there you go. Touts excited for that one. Red Sea Assassin, headed to church with the family if I don't make it back when you're live. Have a nice evening, man. Good being here again. Red Sea Assassin, always good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Still waiting on Reezy. Not a great way to kick off your NBL career. I'm just saying. Bauer, can you yell at Reezy?
Yeah, I'll get him.
Can you tell him, like, bro? Like, bro? Bro? I don't know. What's going on with your devices? What are we doing over here? Best Twitch drop I ever had was 79. I pulled an 84, I want to say. I want to pull from a Twitch drop pack. Dallas, Texas is my city. Yup. Just got Jalen Smith. I'm beastin'. Gold Warrior, what is going on? Good to see you. And there's Reezy. Joining the party. Just like that, we got a game. Got 1,200 people waiting on you. Let's pick up the pace. Check out those sweet jerseys. I was going with the all blues. I'm ready to go.
This is a team that's battled a lot of injury this season. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they had Jalen Ramsey miss some time. DJ Shark has missed some time. A couple players, starters on the defensive side of the ball on injured reserve. So when you look at this Jacksonville Jaguar team sitting at 5-9, it's been pretty much a struggle for this team to come away with any kind of wins because the consistency of players being active has been inconsistent. Sitting at an 84 overall, you just expected a lot more from this Jags team who made the playoffs last year to kind of come back with a bang, maybe get a little better and compete for the division. Just haven't seen it this year, as it looks like the Tennessee Titans are kind of moving into that number 2 spot there in the AFC South.
Well, will the undefeated streak continue for the Baltimore Ravens? Probably. But Reezy gets his first shot in the NBL as the new owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Pulled an 84, 85, 86 from Twitch packs tonight. Are they usually bad? No. I mean, again, a lot of people like to sort of be naysayers and joke about how they get their silvers from Twitch drops. I've gotten good cards. You get, it's like any other pack. I think you get some. Well, how about this first start of NBL Live for Reezy? Inside the 20-yard line, down to the 18. What a start for the new owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Special teams.
Yeah, there was a lot of opportunities there to get tackled. And you got to wonder what the user was doing for the Baltimore Ravens. He just could have clicked on a couple times and made the tackle. Instead, he stayed on the player he was on, and it just ended up not working out for him as he bounced it outside and just had a ton of space.
Well, first play, looking for the not the greatest read ever, as Finnegan at quarterback. Tell us a little bit about this youngin starting for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, Finnegan was a top pick for this team, one of the best quarterbacks in the class, and he kind of dropped going into the draft. Everybody thought this guy was a solidified top 5 pick. He ended up going 21st overall in the NBL Season 41 rookie draft. That means he's a sophomore, second season in the NBL. 75.5 QBR, but 82 overall. Very strong arm, 92 throw power, short accuracy 84, mid accuracy 93, and deep accuracy 86. So the 24-year-old out of Rutgers has a lot of potential to be something special in the NBL. And I think the reason why people shied away from him, because he was a 23-year-old rookie coming into the draft class. You know, a lot of people like those young 21, 22-year-olds. So people kind of slept on Norman Finnegan, star dev, who I think is probably the second best quarterback in that class. But originally, a lot of people had him ranked number 1.
The best run stick I've ever seen is Fournette will pick up 3. I think he had the first down. He just goes right into the backside of his own blocker. So great return. It's going to turn into a field goal attempt for the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a 30-yard attempt. Left hash mark. Kick is up, and it is good. Take a picture of the screen. The Jags have a lead over the undefeated Baltimore Ravens.
How great was the Baltimore Ravens defense, though? Special teams puts them in a big-time hole. The whole time you're thinking, if you're Baltimore, HT3, that's hold to three, hold to three. That's what they preach in the Ravens locker room. Defensively, they always prep to hold their opponent to three, especially when they get inside the red zone. Defense does just that. So if you're Jacksonville, you got to think that was just a little bit of a missed opportunity to go up 7.
Dean 23805 saying this stream is different. Trying to figure out what's going on. We'll give you a little summary. 32-man franchise mode. We have the Madden Bomber League. This is week 16 action. A quote-unquote sim franchise. So you're going to see some different stuff than usual. We have some rules that make gameplay look a little different. So just sit back and enjoy it. And if you have questions, there are some people in the chat that can answer them for you. 2nd and 12. That's Hollywood Brown. 50, 45, 40. Little swerve. Hey, Reezy, welcome to the NBL. It's Hollywood in Baltimore. Touchdown for the undefeated Ravens.
Showtime Brown here on NBL Live. Killing it on the first play, just right there. Just cuts back inside. The user has to do a better job, better pursuit angles. And you can't attack Hollywood Brown after the catch so aggressively. You have to be conservative in your angles, your pursuit angles, because he can just run right by you because he's just that fast. He has that type of agility. He's kind of like a baby Tyreek Hill right now in the NBL.
Yeah, just like that. We got our other game up too, the Chargers and the Broncos. So we're going to go do a little super show. Let me just set this bad boy up.
Oh, we get to see the Broncos again?
Yeah, he was like, when we advance, Gibbs and I can play, and I was like, sure, bud, whatever you want. Listen, he's got one win, but he is willing to play on NBL Live. And on a Thanksgiving weekend, we like that, as that's a pick. We're going the little RPO action. He made the wrong O as Trey Waynes picks off Norman Finnegan. Tight coverage. Boy, your receiver's got to make a better play than that.
Yeah, Finnegan has struggled this year, and a lot of that is due to the fact that Shark is not really fighting for inside position there. He kind of just gives up his position, allows for the defender to undercut the pass, and you just got to be a little bit better than that. There should be more chemistry and more timing. I mean, we're in week 16 already. These guys have been playing together now for the second season. That's just a pitiful effort there by the wide receiver.
Oh, we got our NBL Live Super Show going as we got 2 games live at once. We're going to go full screen here. We got the Baltimore Ravens, Jacksonville Jaguars. You can keep track on the left side of your screen for the Chargers and Broncos. They've just kicked off, but we got Baltimore inside the 35-yard line at the 31. 2nd and 12. Lamar Jackson dropping back to pass. Gets outside of the pocket. He's going to take off. Somebody's got to step up and make a play. Lamar will pick up 10.
We haven't seen much from Lamar Jackson as far as using his legs this year compared to other years. He's got 239 yards coming into this game with 4 touchdowns. Previous season, he was close to 500, over 500, almost approaching 600. This year, he stayed in the pocket more. They've been handing the ball off to Darius Geis, Lamar Miller. These are guys that are averaging 5.9 yards per carry, 6.6. They combine for 14 touchdowns. And Lamar Miller in the passing game, watch him as well when he substitutes in as that spellback. He can really alleviate some of this pass rush that's going to be coming from Jacksonville as Lamar's going to be looking for him.
And it is going to be a handoff right side, but a nice defensive play. Darius Geis nowhere to go. 4th and 1, decision time. Baltimore trusting their defense. They're going to take 3. Can go for it on 4th down inside the 50-yard line. But Baltimore playing conservative, trusting that defense. Kick is up, and it is good. 10-3 score. But let's talk about Darius Geis. This is a player who Z-Star very excited for. Said he just has to stay healthy. Well, he stayed healthy this year, but he hasn't looked all that impressive. As the Denver Broncos are about to score that first touchdown of tonight in 2 games, they take an early lead.
Finally, Denver gets on the board, and who is it? The guy I was preaching about last game. He went down about in the 3rd quarter. Seems to be healthy here in week 16. That's Holloway. He's a big-time explosive pick, explosive running back, and they're going to get a nice extra point there.
That's beautiful. Played Ric Flair today. He missed 3 field goals. And none of them were close.
Wow.
It was rough. It was a rough kicking game. Well, let's see what the
Looking
Jacks...
like Hashka.
Oh, brutal. Zesmary, Nick, how my Browns doing? Well, they're still fighting, I guess. Got the Steelers tomorrow in Pittsburgh. Slamfist says I'm eating cake. I don't know why you got to taunt me with that, because you know I'm going to ask for a piece. What kind of cake are you eating? That's the real question. Play action pass left side of your screen for the Chargers. That is a bad throw into tight coverage, and what a catch. Fighting through the defender. That's Jimmy Garoppolo at the helm of the LA Chargers. and Mike Williams making the play, the former Clemson Tiger.
Yeah, he just got a big-time contract extension, about 4 years, roughly 43 million. For a guy that hasn't really put up a ton of yards, 936 in NBL season 40, then 505, and this year only at 371, 3 touchdowns, but they wanted to keep the 86 overall, 6'4", 220. You said out of Clemson, the Tiger, he can make plays down the field like that and kind of bail your quarterback out, so he's a unique talent there for the Los Angeles Chargers.
Nice defensive play by the Denver Broncos on second down. They're going to face a 3rd and 7. Dueling third downs right side of your screen is the Jacksonville Jaguars, 3rd and 13. Finnegan in that shotgun spread. 4 wide receivers dropping back to pass. 3-man rush from the Baltimore Ravens. Waiting, looking. He's going to, oh, what a throw into tight coverage, but a big hit. Can't hold on to it. You got to have your wide receivers help you out. But, Bomber, that's a moment. You got to just hit the A button and get that possession catch.
You got to possession catch that. Really not an open throw, but he puts enough air on it, kind of drops it in there. That was a very accurate pass. Probably a pass that I think has more risk than reward. Right there trying to keep the chains moving, but the receiver has to be on the same page and realize what's around him. Where's your peripheral vision? You got 3-4 defenders around you. You need to get down and secure the catch.
Of course, your opponent is experiencing network issues when you're playing Planet. Got through that whole game, that whole last one without anything.
Yeah, what are we doing thinking he's going to get through two?
I don't know why. Listen, there's a reason why we got 2 games on right now. For when his game inevitably disconnects, we have the
He's
other
in the
one.
sticks in New Orleans. His internet service provider's probably calling him.
Uh-oh, that's a seam route. That's Mark Andrews. Nice throw. We'll flip over to that game because the Baltimore Ravens, one play, they were driving.
Nice pitch and catch there. Mark Andrews, pretty much a DIA tight end. That means he does it all. He can do it all. He can help you in the run. He can help you vertically down the field. He can help you underneath. He's just that type of safety blanket that every quarterback needs and wants on their team. And this year, came into the game, 627 yards, 8 touchdowns. He's been a formidable passing receiver for the Baltimore Ravens.
JD Chuck in the chat said, just turned 39 yesterday. Can I get some love in the chat? Throw up some happy birthdays to my man, JD Chuck. Happy birthday. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving and a good birthday. Here's to at least 39 more. There we go. We got some. Next giveaway is going to be in just a couple minutes. Remember, you got to be following the channel, so make sure you hit that heart button at the top to make sure you can win that giveaways. That's a possession catch right there. Z is the king of the possession catch.
Yeah, he really utilizes it maybe I think a little too much. I think he leaves too many yards on the board, but what I saw earlier with Hollywood Brown, that was a nice run after catch right there in tight space, gets him into the red zone. I'm okay with that possession catch. That was a nice throw, and it allows Lamar Jackson to get going, but baby.
He's just going to walk into the end zone.
Oh, baby, the GU ice.
Listen, I think Darius heard we were talking some crap about him. He goes, watch this. I can hit an open touchdown that most people could hit. Look at me. Baltimore, 2-score lead. Up, Denver with a pick. Denver with a defensive play. The Denver Broncos going to beat the LA Chargers. Are they going to get the win number 2 on the year?
It's still way too early. There's way too much football left.
That DC's still incoming.
And I'd feel a little bit better if they had 7 on the board rather than 6, because that just shows the ineptitude of this team. Even when they do something positive, they're going to come back and miss a layup right there, just missing that extra point. So let's see what they do on this drive. Let's see if they can extend it to a 2-score game.
Dean asking how my Redskins doing in your league season. They're going to be NFC East champions. So pretty good.
You can check them out, MaddenBomberLeague.com right now. If you want to open your browser on your phone, you can go check out all the teams and see how everybody's doing, your favorite team. And if you want to ask questions about their real chance to win something, just go ahead and ask in here. But Redskins, yeah, they're going to probably be one and done in the playoffs.
Outlawed Hippie definitely looks like you're from Ohio. Born and raised in Columbus. Thank you so much. Should I get Jalen Smith? Yes, always get Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith is just a great part of the defense, and that's not just because I'm the Cowboys owner. Steelers, Browns, who you got? I got the Browns tomorrow by 3. For no reason other than I don't think Pittsburgh has any players left. They got Duck starting at quarterback, but they're going to have no Juju. No Pouncey. I know the Browns aren't going to have Myles Garrett, but they'll get Ogunjobi back. I got the Browns by 3, 24-21. Second is short.
Over who?
The Steelers.
The Chargers?
Steelers.
Oh, the Steelers. Yeah.
THC Glass in the chat saying, happy Saturday, peeps. Absolutely. What a great college football Saturday we saw. Rivalry weekend in college football, the Iron Bowl. We had the old Oaken Bucket, the Paul Bunyan's axe. And then next week, it's weird to think, Bomber, I feel like we were just sitting there, like, what feels like a couple weeks ago, waiting for football to start. And now, I mean, for a lot of teams, they've played their last college football game of the season. For a lot more, they've going to be waiting until December to play their bowl game. Just a few games next week. This is a 61-yard attempt? It wasn't even close.
I wish we could hear Captain Planner right now. He is a great guy. Hilarious.
What? That was a 61-yard attempt. It didn't even make it to the goal line. Pick for the Baltimore Ravens.
Thomas has just had a bounce-back year.
There he goes.
Wow.
There he goes. Bye. Bye, Earl.
That's his 10th interception on the season for ET3. And you want to talk about Earl Thomas, 32 years old, getting better with age, fine wine. He came off kind of a down year last year. Only 4 interceptions. Lowest he's had in this cycle, and then he bounces back, and he's now almost tripled that output. If he can get a couple more here before the season ends, that's his second pick-6 touchdown as well.
It's with says I hate when my Bama loses, not because of the loss, but because of the haters. Struggle is real, man. Listen, that Iron Bowl game was a classic. Tough that the Bama loses on a penalty and a missed field goal. I mean, that was just a tough loss. But again, no Tua. I don't know how much difference Tua would have made because that defense the defense has been the weak part of Bama all year long. It's always been like, this team doesn't have the top 10 defense that it had in the past. It's given up a lot of yards, gave up a lot of points to Auburn. But tough loss. I think they'll still be in the New Year's 6 game though. All right, let's do this. Ready? We're gonna click this button. Do our next giveaway right now. This is for, one more time, the little 2-pack of cards. We already gave away the NFL 100s running backs. So for this one, get, of course, a man made famous from a great first name, Dick Night Train Lane, and Michael Irvin, and 10K Training, and the Power Up. So make sure you're following the channel. I'm going to give everybody just a minute. If you haven't hit the follow button, hit it now, because if I click that button, you win it. And it says not following, I just got to go to the next person. Mike Wall saying he's excited for that Michael Irvin. Ethan MG says 5th time's the charm. Got some pleases, got some begging. 3rd and 10. Boy, Reezy loves that tight end seam, a little bit of a aggressive catch.
And those are tough to hold on to, man. You really have to have a tight end that's going to be dependable at taking a hit and, catching the ball in traffic and taking some contact. And one thing the Baltimore Ravens do is they play fast and physical defensively, and that's why they only give up 15 points per game. So guys wondering, why didn't he go for it on that 4th and 1? Why did he kick the field goal to go up 10-3? Well, it's because he doesn't give up many points. He trusts his defense. As you see, they just get their hands. Their deflections are highest in the NBL. They create turnovers. They get interceptions. They just are a phenomenal defensive unit right now, probably the best in the league. And really, we've always talked about the Patriots kind of being there, but I'm starting to think there's a new sheriff in town in the AFC on the defensive side of the ball, and it's the Baltimore Ravens.
Congratulations to Father Seabass, who has been following since all the way back on November 30th, 2019. That's today.
Did I get even older now? What's going on?
Click that follow button today and got that Michael Irvin and Night Train Lane and the Power Up. And so check your whispers. You've got 5 minutes to claim. I'm sending that whisper right now. Got 2 more giveaways to do tonight, so don't miss out on that. Hit as he throws, still delivers a strike, and gets his tight end kill. Seriously, I've seen 12 passes. Most have been to the tight end.
I would have probably ran it there. It shows too high. It could be cover 2, cover 4, but you had a 3 down front. You could have ran the ball just right up the middle, probably picked up 7 or 8, and then you could have gone for it on 4th down and got a little aggressive. Right there instead. Passes right into the teeth of the defense. Again, it's becoming a reoccurring theme here for the Ravens. Nice little return here for Z-Star.
Denver. This one a little more manageable, and he missed it short again. That one was like a 45-yard field goal and missed it short by a good 6 yards. In Denver. What's happening in my life? Hello? Hello? Father Seabass did claim his prize, so next game we'll be doing near the bottom of the hour. And it is, that one is going to be the Blitzmasters plus the power-ups and 10K training.
There goes Darius Geis for the game. He's out. It's been an up and down season for him statistically. He's had some really great games, and then Lamar Miller's kind of stepped in and taken some of the shine away. They really trust Lamar Miller. Watch him here in this passing play on this little angle route up the backfield.
Jackson dropping back, looking to that angle route. He's got him. LA driving, though. Some questionable special teams for...
Well, so far, I think he's just trying to miss every... type of kick you can actually go for. He's already done a 60, he's done a 50, or a 40. He still needs a 50, a 30, a 20, and he's already missed a short one.
Bad special teams bingo. Got it.
Yeah.
Pat Girl saying Madden is awesome.
On the ready. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Hey.
Do I have any of, are any of our mods in the chat? Don't worry, I got them.
I'll look.
I mean, I see you, but, like, I'd like somebody who's not actually on the call right now. Is 3rd and 2, screamer up the middle for the Denver Broncos. 2-minute warning, 6-0 in a game that I said would be more competitive, and it actually is, which is nice when you call that one right.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Back to the double box. Chargers, the kick is up. They decided to put it through the uprights, and just like that, it's back to a 6-3 game. 24-3 in our other one, and it's been a rough go of it for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Reezy, welcome to the NBL.
Yeah, we haven't seen much from the Jacksonville Jaguars so far. We also haven't seen the Denver Broncos be able to make a field goal. They missed an extra point. They missed a long field goal, missed a 40-yard field goal, and now they're missing an internet connection there. It should be 12-3 right now.
Picked off. Boy. And by the way, Reezy gets the pleasure of taking the Jacksonville Jaguars, which means he's in the same division as one of the two people on this call. Palmer, are you going to take it easy on him? You going to be nice to Reezy now that he's the new owner in the NBL?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I believe you.
Well, that's what Kawhi said when we asked him if he's going to stay a Spur on the last season. He said, yeah, sure.
Big going says goes Browns. Absolutely. Back in the end zone, does he start looking just a... Hey, listen. What do they say when you see a man drowning, pour water on him? Dark Brawler says, I was losing this bad in the first half of my first NBL game, but I made it to good game in the second.
Give Dark Brawler a mod.
I'll make DB a mod, sure.
And Doobs.
Ooh, I don't want to make Doobs a mod.
All right, just
I don't
Brawler
trust him.
Nice play by Ramsey right there. Click on, and he's able to kind of lay out to play it out. Dang, that should have been a surefire touchdown. If Lamar just puts a little bit more air on that, he finds Chris Conley probably middle of the end zone.
Why did we make Eric G a mod? He never shows up. And when he does show up, he's barely paying attention. Why did we make him a mod? That was weird. 3rd and 10. Touchdown Ravens. Listen, and again, I feel bad for Reezy because he's sort of run into a buzzsaw because not only is Reezy figuring out the speed of the NBL, a little different competition level, but is he playing the best Madden football of his career? Because I think he is.
Think he's playing well. He definitely has morale up all the way. He's got the boost, and Jacksonville's complete opposite. They got guys with morale into the 30s and 20s. So this is a team that has a high overall, believe it or not. The Jags came into the season, I think, at about an 85, 84 overall. It's a pretty good overall in the NBL. The highest in the NBL right now is 85 for a team. So they have a lot of talent, but morale's really down right now for a lot of these higher-end players. to where they got them playing with a little bit of minuses, and the Ravens are quite the opposite. They're 84 overall team playing with a lot of boosts because they're undefeated, haven't lost this year. And I looked at their schedule, and they every team that they've played that's been formidable, they've won convincingly. So, yeah, I'm buying into this Baltimore Ravens. Is he playing the best football of his career? Defensively, I think it's up there when he had the Cleveland Browns. Remember when he had the Browns, and he was a very tough team? That was Madden 18, won a Super Bowl back-to-back.
But that Browns team was stacked by the end of it. I think in terms of pure gameplay, I think he's playing the best that he has.
Yeah, the click on and the getting underneath, and he's utilizing his players to the best of their attributability and putting them in situations to be successful. And his click on defensively has been real strong today.
All right, so I've just gone full screen to Denver and LA because there's just no point in having another blowout up. So we'll just keep you apprised of what's going on, but the Ravens are going to win that game. Bad mud effort. Buckeyes killed that team up north today. Yes, they did, and it was oh so sweet as it always is. It's a nice win. It just means I got the other thing, I have like a real personal involvement in this one because all of my in-laws are U of M fans. So it means I get another year where I don't have to hear it from, which is nice. Because that's a deep pass. It's Mike Williams with the catch. I've been with my wife for 10 years now, and only one of those years has Ohio State lost to Michigan. So I am very scared of the day when they lose. More giveaways coming. We got 2 more giveaways to do tonight, guys. We got drops are active. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It's NBL Live Broadcast 319 here on the NBL Network. And you guys are a big part of it. If it's your first time, if it's your 319th time, we appreciate you tuning in. I'm Nick Mazesco, your NBL Network Director. Joining me, as always, is the Commissioner of the NBL, Bomber. Bomber, it's been a while since we've had a true NBL Live. We had one earlier this week, but it feels like we're getting back into the groove of things. And then I'm going to immediately go out of town again, so it's been fun. It's been a good time.
Hey, man, you're a traveling man right now. It's all right.
Picked off at the goal line. Oh, they're going to give him the touchback. No, they're giving him a safety. They gave 2 points to the Chargers. He picked it off on the 1, ran out inside the pylon. They're reviewing it. It's upheld. It's a 6-5 baseball game.
Yeah, when I saw it and you said they gave him the touchback, I wasn't completely buying it because I looked like he had 2 feet that hit down and his momentum took him in. Obviously, I don't know. His momentum, I don't know when he really had control of the ball. But man, that's an unfortunate turn for the Broncos that made a phenomenal play.
Shop in the chat says, when you're bad, you're bad. That's fair. Hey, he knows. Oh, we got the
hey, well, you're bad when an interception costs you 2 points.
That just tells you all you need to know. As now the Chargers, and by the way, let's also point out that was the end of the half. So let's point out that it could, if you just bat it down, you give up 2 points at the end, and that's brutal.
Well, maybe instead of 3 though. If he bats it down,
that's true.
They would have kicked the field goal.
Shout out to Father Seabass with the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it, my friend. Congrats on your win. Next giveaway we'll be doing in about 15 minutes. That's going to be the Bliss Masters and the power-ups. And then we'll do that dump truck just before we go off the air and pass these followers over to somebody else.
If you're interested in joining the NBL, go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com. Check out the rules page before you apply. And you can submit your application and work your way up through the Grid Development League. That is a league set for newcomers to the community to play in that franchise mode and earn your spot into the big leagues, which is the Madden Bomber.
By the way, update is 38-3 Baltimore. They're not at halftime yet. They are not at halftime yet. They're not at halftime yet. Anyways, Denver, after the unfortunate, and yet, as you said, maybe it's a fortunate play because at the end of the day, the punt back to the Chargers didn't end up hurting them. They have a 6-5 lead. Special teams have been questionable, though. Very questionable.
And that's being polite about it because the Broncos' special teams has been horrendous so far. It's a terrible throw there.
That's a true Jameis Winston throw. That is as sim as it gets.
Yep.
We got another game.
It's high and hot there on a drag. You got to set your feet, trust your fundamentals, your footwork, step into it. Put some touch on it, but you can't lose the ball and lose that kind of accuracy on a little 3-yard pitch and catch. That should just be an easy pickup of yards, allowing them to get into a third and manageable.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
I made a determination. I think I'll go with 85% of the times as that is caught. Sure. I think it was thrown to the drag over his head off the back of a receiver. Just how Planet drew that one up. That's beautiful. I was gonna say I think all the inaccurate passes that weren't pressure related that Dak Prescott has thrown, 80% of them are on open drag routes. It is always an open drag route over the middle, and I'm always bashing my head against the keyboard. All right, we're back in the double box. We got another game that just kicked off. It is the Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Bottom of this Arizona Cardinals team, a very pleasant surprise here in the NBL.
Yeah, they've had some success. Defense has been pretty bad this season for them, but they're not going to win the division. They won the division last season. They won the NFC West. Seattle's sitting at 11-3 right now. So we're seeing a lot of teams that were much better last season than they are this season. It seems to be a reoccurring theme for this NBL Live, but the Arizona Cardinals still 6-8, fighting to get to 500. I think Tout has played a strong season so far. He had a #1 schedule. Obviously, that's going to be a little tougher than what the Seattle Seahawks have gone through, but I still like the Cardinals, and they're always a fun watch on NBL Live.
On the flip side, Serps Rams. Rough year again.
Yeah.
Just a rough year.
You know, you go into out of box, you got the Los Angeles Rams. You have everything on the drawing board where you expect to be, how you're going to develop this team. Kind of doesn't go anywhere near those predictions. It goes south. You get back in the drawing board, erase some stuff, you reconfigure. And I think this offseason is going to be much of that same formula. It's going to be, okay, what's going on here? And they're still trying to figure it out. I mean, this is a team with Matt Stafford at quarterback now. They didn't re-sign Jared Goff because the success just wasn't there. Todd Gurley is going to be a star halfback in the near future, in the future to come for this team. They've re-signed him. Cook's obviously part of their future plans, but I think everybody else is, Aaron Donald as well, but that's about it for this team. Everybody else is an expendable piece at this point, especially when you don't have the success.
Planet's kicking a field goal. This is a 59-yarder. Nope.
Oh, there's no way.
Nope. That's a no. He got it there this time. He did get it there.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, huh?
Yep, just a bit bad. Let me throw up that Madden Live schedule one more time for people in the chat. 9:15 Eastern time. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Coming up at 10 o'clock Eastern, Buffalo K and Bugs will be streamed, so make sure you get your drops. Make sure you get your giveaways over with Buffalo K and my man Bugs. Dark Bra says this game is ugly. Agreed. 6-5 baseball score. Now the Chargers have the ball back. Rams on 3rd down and 6. Deep down the field and splits the coverage and makes a play. Matt Stafford looking like 2008 Matt Stafford.
The pocket presence was good. I mean, the step into and throw, it just, without looking downfield, everything Stafford did was phenomenal. He bought himself time. He changed the angle so his offensive line could extend the play for him. But then he steps into it, rips it, and I look upfield and I go, where is he looking? Ends up trusting his strong arm. It pays off. They're able to move the chains, but really risky throw there for the Los Angeles Rams quarterback.
I'm pretty sure last time I looked, Todd Gurley has one of the best yards per carry in the NBL. They just don't give him the ball. Like, he just has not a lot of carries.
No, he's only at 4.9 this year. He's definitely dropped down this season, but his carries are way down. We're talking 156 last year, averaging 6.5 per carry. So he was leading the league in yards per carry last season. Only 9 touchdowns, had over 1,000 yards, but injuries has plagued the halfback position for the Los Angeles Rams. A 27-year-old just signed still on a big contract, 3 years left. They're trying to preserve him into his 30s and make sure he's a staple of this offense.
All right, Planet's defense. Chris Harris, the second pick of the game for him. They're going to make another defensive stop on Gibbs Chargers. Seems like there's no hangover for Planet playing his second game in a row on NBL Live. 3rd and 9, left side of your screen. Looking to the outside.
Right.
Nice throw from Stafford. Right on the money in the timing route.
I'll tell you what, Matt Stafford is looking healthy right now. He's had some down seasons with the Detroit Lions. They ended up letting him hit free agency. He's looking strong. He's going to finish the season strong for the Los Angeles Rams, at least in this first quarter. He's been really slinging the ball aggressively and stepping into his throws, looking really sharp for the veteran quarterback.
DB says, I wish Gibbs played like this against me. First down to 10. Is this we got a little cross drag action out of the pistol for the Rams. Stafford looking to the end zone. He's going for it. Oh, he's got him!
Oh, baby! What?
Cooper Kupp in the end zone. Some dimes from Matt Stafford puts the Rams up 6-0.
You know, it's been that kind of season for the Arizona Cardinals. It's half and half. Defensively, this team's 24th ranked. They're giving up 24 points per game. They're 21st against the pass. They're either blowing coverage or they're in the vicinity to make a play, and they're just not making a play. And right there was a perfect example on that drive. 2 times they were in positions to make plays on the ball in the air, and they're just not getting it done. And right there, it cost them 7.
That was a nice run from Holler of the Denver Broncos. It was a real bad defensive stick. That was ugly. 1st and 10, nearing the red zone. Pressure up the middle. Down goes James. You got to recognize the cover 0 hero. It was Brown right up the A-gap. Down goes Winston.
All right, so guys, keeping track on this. This right here would be, what, a 46-yard field goal? Already missed one close there. So I would say run the ball, pick up about 6 yards, and let's see if we can get into that 30-yard range so we can mark that off the missed field goal list.
The bad special teams bingo still alive for the Denver Broncos. 3 field goal misses, 2. All 3 were by a lot. Play action pass for Jameis. Up 6-5. He's going to be looking right side for who else but Noah Fant. Can't hook up with him. 8 of 13, 94 yards, but no turnovers for famous Jameis.
Yeah, Fant's got to come back to that ball. He runs that corner route and really gets too vertical, pushes it upfield too much. He should have left stick down and ripped that ball, had him come back to it, possession caught it, and could have picked up some yards.
We're down to 17. A lot of guys asking how rosters are constructed. We take team out of box and then play with them. So we do use the auto-generated rookie classes and draft those. We have a live draft show every year. Yeah, so that's why you see a lot of random names. Antonio Holloway, and but you still got Jameis Winston over there. Yeah, it's full control building a team as an owner. 4th and 12. This is a 40-yard field goal. All right, he must have messed up because he put that through the uprights.
Right down the middle like clockwork.
Whoops.
Manis. Wow.
Whoops-a-daisy. Drago saying, can't believe this 5-6 instant classic.
Yeah, the over-under for this game was 13. So they just went over for all the bettors on the over on this game.
Oh, like, why are they setting it at 13? And I was like, oh, okay. No, I got it. Checking back in with Kyler Murray. Uh-oh. Tip play. And caught, and a first down.
And that has been a spectacular rookie for this team. You want to talk about some bright spots? We tried to find some bright spots with the Miami Dolphins, with the Denver Broncos. Brian Ramirez, the tight end for the Arizona Cardinals. He's got superstar development, 6'4", 254 pounds. He was drafted 21st overall in the first round for the NBL Season 42 rookie draft. Only 21 years old out of Stanford, and he's going to have probably close to 50 yards this season. 75 catches, 1,200 yards. And here goes almost another touchdown for Brian Ramirez, as he's got 15 on the season. 212 fantasy points for a tight end. That's extremely high. What do you think? How impressed have you been with 87?
Oh, I mean, again, we've had a great history of drafted tight ends in this league. And so seeing just yet another one with Neil Ramirez, it's fun to see. It's a nice timeout taken by LA. It was a hurry-up offense for the Cardinals. Oh, and they get a pick! He was looking back in the end zone. It's picked off.
Sir.
He'll stay in the end zone. There's a flag down. It's going to be a hold. That one's going to be declined, I hope. Please pick the right button.
Anytime Serp's reading it and he doesn't click it immediately, I'm thinking, oh, he's overthinking this, you know?
How about that? So just like that, a nice timeout taken by Serp. Smart play off the hurry-up offense. Puts out the defense he wants and picks off Kyler Murray in the back of the end zone. By the way, Jimmy Garoppolo today, now 11 of 18 with 4 interceptions.
Yeah, something's going on with the Chargers, man. We expected this team to be a little bit more competitive. But, you know, once Phillip Rivers left after that first season, they let him go. Just seems like it all went downhill after that.
Nice throw by Matt Stafford. Boy, Stafford's looking like he's drank from
got
some
the Moss activated, it looks like.
What?
Cooks has Moss activated. It's his X factor.
I forgot he had Mossed.
So he's going to put him on motion. He's going to use him as a decoy.
Cool. Awesome. Love it. Great use of the Mossed. Stafford.
Mossed him.
Mossed him. Got him, baby. Fix up 2.
Third, what is the Moss? Oh, it's a drag X factor.
Yeah.
You throw him in the flat, and he'll pick up 2 every time at least.
At least a 2-yard gain, especially when they're open.
I mean, you got to go
if they're
50 yards
unguarded
for the Moss, right? I mean, this is it. You're at the 44. Put that dude on the street. Not even in the
What
game
about
right
a
now.
corner route for Robert Woods or an underneath route? Listen, he used his one smart play by taking that timeout to make sure his defense set.
Put Cooks on a go.
Put Cooks
Put him on a go.
Put him on a go. Come on, bud. You have Moss activated. Nope.
Gonna lose keep Moss activated here.
He absolutely is. Yep. Looking for Cup up the seam. Yeah, he's got to punt it. He had Moss activated. He has to punt it. Top notch. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 game management. Second and 12 for the Chargers. Jimmy G. Nice pass over the middle, but his receiver won't hold on to it. 13 to 22, 147, and 4 picks. Not quite the stat line he was hoping for. What? Did Jimmy G come to the Chargers this past offseason?
Yeah, he was a guy they brought in when the San Francisco 49ers traded for Derek Carr from the Oakland Raiders. They released Jimmy G. Jimmy G hit free agency, and the Chargers were really high on him. They gave him a nice deal. He's coming off one of the worst seasons he's played in the NBL, and he's trying to have a bounce back. He's a 672 QBR right now, but he came back from a 65 last season. So relatively speaking, you're seeing a little improvement as Jimmy G isn't throwing as many interceptions as he did last year.
All right, guys, we're going to have our next giveaway in just about 4 minutes. So make sure you hit that follow button so you can win that giveaway. That's going to be the Blitz Masters plus the 10K training and the power-ups. That's going to be coming up bottom of the hour. And we only have the dump truck left. Oh, Brian says, great stream, Nick. Appreciate it. There are a lot of people who helped put this together. Big shout-out to the NBL Network team. Of course, Bomber for being on each and every one of these broadcasts as well, for making it just as fun as it gets. The Chargers kick a field goal. And once again, we got that great score of 9-8. 3:38 to go. Do the Denver Broncos have a drive in them to kill the clock and really just lock this game out?
3:38, 9-8. Can Denver go down the field and put points on the board? Everything points to no. This is a team sitting at 1-13. They got shut out last game. Now they're in this weird, awkward 9-8 game that has been somewhat of kind of an NBL Live classic so far in one of the most awkward competitive games. It's all about competitive games. That's what we want to see. Something where everyone's still alive, and this is it. Winston needs to have his best drive of the season.
Well, there you go. Enough of that one. That's Derwin James. 10-5. Chargers are on top.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God. Rip Captain Planet. He's not our hero. He disappoints once again.
Another just wild, inaccurate pass from Jameis Winston. High and hot.
Derwin.
Watch A here.
Got him.
Hold it.
Give him the 2. Oh, my God. You play... I don't want to say 3/4 of good football, but you play 3/4 of football that had the lead. And just like that, it's all gone. Does Denver... Okay, let me ask this question now. Does Denver have a drive in them to tie the game up?
Yes, but they will not make the extra point. So
oh, no. How sad would that be? It would be a very SERP ending to the game. Unfortunately for Tout, SERP is playing really well right now. Up 7-0 nearing the end of the first half. So we'll go into the double box for just a little bit. Kyler Murray with the ball. Driving back to pass. Looking right side. Little quick out route. Almost jumped it. Not going to get the feet in bounds.
Yeah, 20. You got to click on it. You don't want to go around the receiver. You want to, if you're going to try to jump that, I don't know if that's going to be a catch. It looks like it might be.
They're going to give it to him. Got the feet in bounds. So great play by Tal. That was a really nice job not clicking on.
Yeah, you got to, I mean, as a defender for SERP, he's got to click on it and cut that route off. That just wasn't a smart angle for the defender. I thought he could have made a play.
Does Gibbs have the worst defensive stick in the league? I know we have Pricey, but that was really bad.
Yeah.
That's all sorts of bad. And it's Kyler Murray stumbling and bumbling. He'll take it down to the 6-yard line.
Kyler he's got some wheels on him, and he's deceptive at changing directions. As you see, trust him as well. He's had 2 carries so far, and he hasn't slid on any of them. So Kyler Murray definitely playing aggressive here as they're down 7-0.
1st and 10 for Winston. He'll look underneath. He'll pick up a nice chunk of yards. Give him 6 in the play. 247 and counting in the game. Left side of your screen, though, Arizona. Kyler couldn't get away from the pass rush from the Rams. Now a 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. Trips to the left side. One tight on the right side of that formation. Murray dropping back to pass. He'll look on that angle route. Oh, little juke move. Excuse me, down to the 1-yard line.
That's the corner store right there. Just a little stop and go action from David Johnson. Or maybe that's a little bit of little Tom Cruise. Hit the brakes and they fly right by kind of thing. Top Gun reference, anybody?
I always say that looks like the I-5 in LA. A whole lot of stop and go. And then just a beautiful play call on 3rd and goal. A little quick out route. Christian Kirk with the catch. The Cardinals an extra point away from tying this one up.
Yeah, it looks like a run commit there from the Rams, getting a little overly aggressive, and it costs them.
Kicks up. It's good. 7-7. We're going to go full screen to the final 2 minutes of this Chargers-Broncos game. Also, so I can draw the winner of our next giveaway. All right. Remember, you got to be following the channel. I'll give you guys 1 minute to hit that follow button. And then I'll draw the winner for the Blitz Masters plus 10K training and the power-ups. 3rd and 1, a little stretch run for Holloway. He's to the 10, to the 5. The Denver Broncos find the end zone. And now the hardest play of the game for Planet. He has to make an extra point.
I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. The Holloway in. Making plays.
Uh-oh.
For the Broncos.
Here we go. Here we go. The
Overshot
kick is
it.
up. It's right. Overshot it. Sorry, too long. Sorry.
Oh, I was looking at the Rams. He's got the Moss. He took a 50-yard shot before half, and he just ran past where the ball was dropping.
Roll the winner. Another one who's been following all the way since back of today. Big Jim 5190. Check your whispers. You got 5 minutes to claim. I'll be messaging you right now. You won the Blitz Masters. So check your whispers. Congratulations.
Here we go. 180.
And can you believe Denver, 0 points in our first game we call with them, and now they go on a drive to tie the game up?
NorCal Mike says, Nick, normally I'd recommend switching to decaf, but in your case, let's have you keep on tossing back whatever you're drinking, brother. It would be Kroger Purified Water. This stream brought to you by Kroger Purified Water. It's definitely water, and it's in a bottle.
Kroger has been closed down in Texas, or at least in South Texas, for at least 15, 20 years. So what do I drink if I can't get that water? Where would you recommend water from?
I only recommend our sponsor for this one, Kroger Purified Drinking Water. I'm usually a Dasani guy. By the way, we haven't shouted them out because it's been a crazy stream, but I want to give a big shout out to our NBL Live sponsor, Elgato. They came on board and have been a big supporter of the NBL network. We use a ton of Elgato products as the Chargers. Oh, he didn't hang on to it. Broke up the ad read with Miles dropping that one. We use Stream Decks and key lights, capture cards, all that stuff. If you're looking to up your streaming game, if you want to make your stream look a little more professional, look a little better, make sure you head over to Elgato.com. And a big thank you for Elgato for being a supporter of the NBL. Weightlifted Hook says, I'm drinking Kroger water. He actually said I'm freaking Kroger water, but I think he means drinking.
The 18th pick in the NBL rookie draft, Eddie Miles, number 11. That was the man with the drop.
Oh, that could have been a pick. Instead, it's a drop, and 50 seconds left. Planet is going to get the ball back. If he gets in field goal range, does he try to kick it, or does he just go for a touchdown?
I'll tell you what, I'd love to see about a 64-yard field goal. What's the wind like? It's 6 mile per hour against him now.
So it's 62-yard field goal.
And he struggles at 40 with no wind. So he's got to get probably to about the 20-yard line. Oh, nice catch there with one hand.
All right, right off the bounce, just how you drew it up. This has been a great game, and it's weird. Dotcham says this game, yeah. Again, welcome to 32-man franchise football. These aren't the top players. You're not seeing, competitive guys playing. These are average, everyday guys joining the franchise league. So we have great users. We have really bad users, but everyone's here to play for the NBL and have a lot of fun doing it. All right, 1st and 10. Jameis Winston dropping back. He'll look to the wheel route. Nice throw to Holloway. Ball's on the ground. He fumbles it. It's picked up by the Chargers. Will he take it to the house? Oh, Captain Planet, so close.
Oh, yeah, definitely a fumble, too. Wow, big-time hit laid there by 33. Oh, my gosh.
Bummer, man. I was so close. I almost had 2
I've been
wins.
rooting for and, you know, we did that long road trip with Gibbs. We should be rooting for Gibbs, but Planet played so poorly in that first game that I wanted to see him come away and bounce back with a dub, and right now it just shows that it's just not in the cards.
Not there, man. Denver takes time out. I would not use that last time out if I'm Denver. Wait till the field goal unit's out there. Force Gibbs to kick an ice kick. Wow. Wow.
Holloway's been the guy for this team, too, and it's just sad that the young prospect comes away with the unfortunate fumble that might have cost him this game.
Wow. How about Flying Sky High having himself a game? He won in Pop Stream, too. Get going, Flying Sky High. Congrats, man. 3, 2. Okay, he'll take the timeout. Ice kick. What do you say the odds are Gibbs makes this one?
Oh, he's not missing this. No way. I would say no way. I would say probably I'm at 90%. Yeah. We're missing a crazy Todd Gurley run right there.
Here we go. Ice kick for Gibbs and the Chargers for a hard-fought victory. The kick is up right down Broadway, and the Chargers will win this game unbelievably behind 4 Garoppolo interceptions. They get the victory.
For every Garoppolo interception that the Chargers had, McManus for the Denver Broncos, the kicker, said, I'm going to miss a kick for it. And that's absolutely what happened. I think there was 4 missed field goals there, right? 3 missed field goals and a missed extra point for the Denver Broncos. Easily, we can look at one of those and say, big difference in the outcome of the game.
Well, back we are to the Rams and the Cardinals. They're putting together a nice game. 14-7, Cards on top, 2nd and long. Matt Stafford waiting, rolling. He's got the crosser coming across. He's dropped it in the bucket into the end zone. What a time to click over to our 4th game of the day. Brandon Cooks to the house.
8 receiving touchdowns on the season for Cooks, and he's cooking up here for the Los Angeles Rams. They're going to tie this game up 14-14. We're going out with a bang here on NBL Live. Bang season.
Hashtag bang season? Dude. Yeah. Return up to the 27-yard line. Well, what a time to click over. We got a tie ball game. We actually have another game that's kicked off. Let me get that one pulled up. It's the Panthers and the Buccaneers. See how that one's looking. It's 3-0 Carolina. Yeah, we'll do that one. Our last giveaway is going to be the dump truck giveaway. We'll do that right around 10 o'clock. We're going to try to get off the air right around 10. Unless one of these games is really good, we'll stay with that. And then we will be hosting. We'll raid Bugs at the end of this one. He's going to be playing with one great user. Rise them, so they just stream random dudes playing in a league. Well, it's our league. It's not like we pick random guys around playing franchise. They're in our league, but yes, we stream them and do a broadcast of them. Nice little play. That's Christian Kirk down to the 48-yard line.
The final score on that Ravens-Jaguars game, Week 16. Ravens remain undefeated at 15-0. They defeat Reezy's Jaguars 45-6.
We are back into the double box. Left side of your screen, we got the Panthers taking on the Bucs. Little NFC South action. A mini BTF, if you will. Right side, we got the Cardinals. Oh, little juke move. Boy. Tao might have one of the better juke move sticks in the NBL. Knows when to break it out.
That's a little early to say that. Yeah, he can get 1 or 2 every now and then.
Kick is up for the
Whoa.
Panthers. It is good.
At the camera, it looked like Graham Gano.
Aki Dennis asked, are you going to broadcasting school or something? Nope.
No, but have you ever played that board game, Game of Life? The Life game?
Good cereal.
At the beginning, it's school or you go straight into the thing. But Nick, obviously, you did go to school. Tell them where you went, too.
Michigan State.
Not OSU, guys. Michigan State. And who's the best basketball player to ever come out of Michigan State?
Magic Johnson.
Draymond Green.
That's not it. That's not it, bud.
Yeah, 100%
It's
Magic.
not it. Not the one. Dirtiest player in the NBA. Behind
D.
Zaza. Jamie with a little play. Where are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers sitting right now?
They're sitting low. They're sitting basically started the season off 4-0.
They're sitting
4-2.
way deep in the
Way
couch.
deep at the bottom. And this is a team that had a lot of offseason movement, signed a big contract to Andrew Luck. Oh, nice pass there by Kyler Murray.
Was it a nice pass? Was it a nice pass? The back foot prayer.
Everything about the fundamentals was bad, but the ball placement wasn't terrible, and he gave you something when it really was nothing. A lot of quarterbacks, they're going to get sacked or have to throw it away. So being able to extend the play and throw like that, that's something you get with this very gifted quarterback here.
Pick 6 in the chat asking, does the winner win any money? Nah.
No.
Nope, just bragging rights.
There's actually, we got Super Bowl t-shirts, trophies, and you get a Super Bowl hat if you win a Super Bowl.
How many years in is this league? This is season 42 overall. We are in year 3. It's a nice pass by Kyler, back of the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. They retake the lead. This is year 3 of Madden 20.
Yeah, season 42, which spans back to Madden 25. We play about 7 seasons every Madden cycle. And if you're interested in learning the history, go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com. You can scroll down to the quick links tab and look at the Super Bowl history. It'll give you some idea of some of the teams that have won and how many seasons we usually play each Madden. It's broken into each Madden and each season for the NBL.
And we've said it before, but we'll give you the little, just a little topper if you're just joining us. But this is 32-man franchise mode. Each one of these teams controlled by a user at home. You'll notice gameplay is a little different. That's because we have a lot of rules. It's a rule book. You can check it out.
Dead Sea Scroll.
Yeah, it's the Dead Sea Scrolls, it's been called. daddyleagues.com/NBL. You can click on the rules tab or just go to maddenbomberleague.com. Click on the rules tab. But a couple rules that sort of highlight. You'll notice you can't call the same nade play more than once on the offensive side of the ball. So if you call a play like halfback gut, you can't call halfback gut again. If you call halfback stretch, can't call halfback stretch again, but you can call stretch arc. So everyone has 500 play custom playbooks, which just makes it a little more of a chess match. You're going to see a lot more passes. You see some plays you're just not going to see anywhere else. Just gives a little different broadcast feel. Just looks a little different.
And more of a broader, you're going to see more plays being used. I think chess match probably, is still comp mode, chess match as well.
Just
this
a play
is
calling
a different
chess
style.
match.
Yeah.
He's got the out route. But yeah, it's just a little different. And so we appreciate you guys checking us out. Whether you're here just for the giveaway and you're never going to come back again, or maybe you found something you like. We appreciate you tuning in. We hope we'll see you in future NBL streams. Make sure you hit that follow button, not only so you can win the giveaways, but so you know each and every time we go live, as that's a fumble on the return, and the Rams are going to get a gift at the 44-yard line as we're in the 4th quarter.
Special teams. We've seen a lot of poor special teams plays today. We've seen some great defense from the Baltimore Ravens. We saw the Miami Dolphins look great. Kareem Hunt looked great. Obviously a failing season for them. But special teams is coming up big today in this NBL Live broadcast 319. It is 319, right?
Yeah. Nice corner route. Lit Ice asking, how's the play calling monitored? Everyone's streaming. A lot of streams. It's also a big part of what makes the NBL great is there's a lot of honor system. Everybody polices each other, so if an issue comes up, they'll just report it. But I'll be honest, like a lot of people go, how do you do that? A, you get used to it when you've played it for a while, and B, it just doesn't come up that much. Like with a 500 play custom book.
Everybody in the NBL goes through grid to get into the NBL. We have a limited amount of spots that open throughout the cycle. August to August, obviously we're playing all year round here in Madden. So you work your way up through the grid. You get used to it over there. A lot of people stumble at first or figure it out. And, that's kind of what grid is all about, learning to play under these rule sets, along with learning about the community and participate.
2nd and 8 for the Rams. They're going to take a sack. By the way, I just want to point out, and I know it's on the small screen on the left side, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are currently up 7-6 on Carolina, nearing halftime. We do the dump truck giveaway, which is everything we've given away tonight. Your choice of one of the NFL 100 running backs. You'll get the Night Train Lane and Michael Irvin. You'll get the Masters, and oh, that's a real bad throw.
Wow.
And it's caught! Oh, Tout! What?
Hey, bud, what are you doing? Hey, bud, just click on over there and you got an interception. You might win the game.
4th and 2, and they're going for it. Why not after that pickup? Stafford's going to give it to Gurley right up the middle. Tout meets him at the line. Says, I couldn't stop the play before, but this one I got the stop. I got that run defense.
Yeah, just no blocking up front. I mean, it's just a simple power run. Nobody's really pulling right there. And Todd Gurley gives a second effort, but only able to pick up a yard. Great defensive stance there from a pretty horrendous defensive team as they go right back to Brian Ramirez, the rookie tight end.
Look at that.
The 20th pick in the
By
draft.
the way, look at those numbers. 16 and 19, 259, and 2 touchdowns. Ramirez, 7 catches, 130. ABC DJ, how do we win? We'll draw it from the chat. All you need to do to win one of the giveaways is be following the channel, be active in the chat, and be a positive force for good. Kick it up is good. Carolina, with 1 second left, they take the lead 9-7. Tampa Bay putting up a dogfight.
Yeah, they are. They're continuing to fight till the end. This is a very talented team. They had the 1st overall pick and the 3rd overall pick in the NBL Season 42 rookie draft that we had at the beginning of this season. They went with Marcus Cherry, outside linebacker, at 3, and then DeBose as the number 1 pick, left tackle.
He went to the well too many times. At some point, they bottle up Neil Ramirez. And we're going the other way. Another turnover. That was an opportunity for Tout to seal this one. Instead, the Rams a chance to tie it up.
Yeah, just a bad pass by Kyler Murray in the 4th quarter. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm telling Kyler, go out there, let's move the chains. Let's not do anything with high risk here. We've all held them to 14 points. Our defense is playing great. Let's just run some clock here, and let's keep the chains moving.
Yes, JD, the repeated play call is only for offense. There just aren't that many defensive plays.
And the defensive side of the ball is reactionary to the offense.
What is upcoming on the NBL Network? Just to give you guys a heads up. BTF coming up, what you said, tomorrow? Next 2 days you'll have BTF?
One of the next few days we'll have Building the Franchise. Follow us at NBL Network, at Bomber League on Twitter to find out exactly when upcoming streams are going to be going live. We usually give about a 24-hour advance notice. I don't know about tomorrow night. I'm still waiting to hear back from Cringe. But we'll have a final episode tomorrow, Monday or Tuesday, to close out NBL Season 42 with the NFC South.
We'll have so BTF in the next couple of days. We'll have playoff broadcasts. That schedule is going to be a little wonky because we have a Madden Live broadcast coming up on the 10th at 7 o'clock Eastern time, he says confidently. I'll be over at, as he's looking for a deep shot, one-on-one right side, and he catches it! Give me that ball! The Rams an extra point away from tying it up.
He has been electric today. Maybe not the most textbook throws or where you'd really want to drive the ball most of the game. But I'll tell you what, he trusts his receivers maybe even a little too much, but it's paying dividends for him tonight as they're at 21-21 as another great divisional game coming down to the wire. We saw it with the Broncos and the Chargers. Now we're seeing it with the Rams in Arizona, and another competitive game between 2 division mates between Carolina and Tampa. That seems to be the real theme for NBL Live Broadcast 319. We're getting some good games between these divisional rivals.
I'll be over with the once again with the MCS, where we got the North Divisions coming into town starting on Thursday, so don't miss out on that over on the EA Madden NFL. And then we got our Madden live stream on the 10th. We'll have some more NBL Live with our Super Bowl here for Season 42. And then we got the club. I'll be at Friday Night Football and the Club Championship. So a lot of broadcasting catches everywhere. Make sure you hit the follow button right here, so you know each and every time we go live. Dump Truck is going to be coming up about 10 o'clock Eastern time. We'll do that draw right at the end of our stream. We'll do that one, and then we will also we'll do it about 9:50. We'll call it 9:53, just in case the person doesn't claim. We have an opportunity to redraw it. M. Brookshire in the chat says, you said this was normal, guys. I never want to try Friday Night Football, but how do I get on the waiting list to join this if someone drops out? Also, do you do it on the PlayStation or only the Xbox? You can put exclamation join in the chat if you want the link to put in your application for the NBL. It's Development League, the Grid. as the Cardinals. Nice little RPO action to pick up the first down. But we are only on Xbox. Yeah, about 4 minutes. Only got 4 minutes to say the word. Sorry. Carolina put on a drive. That'll be the last game that we show. We got that Carolina-Tampa game. We'll take that probably to the end of that one, unless it gets out of hand. David Johnson with the carry. Tout's got to be feeling good now. The Rams having to use timeouts. Min 11 to go. I don't know. From what we've seen, this seems about as even of a matchup. I don't want to say that one team really deserved to win because I feel like both guys had some bright spots.
Yeah, both teams made some plays. Like we said, these divisional matchups really provide some great competitive close games right there. As you see, are we still on the Panthers there as Curtis Samuel catches over the middle of the field?
Yeah, it's on the small screen.
That possession catch should have been rat caught. You don't want to take away Curtis Samuel's ability to catch the ball in space and use his legs to extend that possession right there. He just possession caught, catches it, falls down, doesn't take the hit, and only picks up what Cam Newton threw in the air.
Well, the Rams are out of timeouts. I didn't like them using that last one because the Cardinals got the first down. So now Tout's just going to have an uniced kick to win this game. That's a mistake. You got to at least make it a little tough. I know icing isn't perfect, but you got to make it at least a little difficult to make the field goal. David Johnson, 9 carries, 103 yards and a touchdown. A couple catches as well. So this clock will run down. And what are the Cardinals sitting at right now?
The Arizona Cardinals sitting at 6-8. They're out of the playoff hunt right now. They've out of the division hunt, but they do have an opportunity to finish strong, finish at 500. It's important to this owner. It's important to this team to try to get a winning culture back in Arizona. As we said, they won the NFC South last season, NBL season 41. If you go to MaddenBomberLeague.com, you get to see Tout's face on there. So
Cam Newton, nice run, touchdown for them.
Slicing and dicing into the end zone.
Yeah. Make sure you do follow us, by the way, on Twitter at NBL Network and at Bomber League. At Bomber League, more league-centric. At NBL Network is where I tweet from mostly. And we talk about streams and when those go up. You'll be able to find all of our stream times there as well. Bomber, we're pushing down to, it's almost playoff time. It's a fun time in the NBL because a lot of streams, and we get to crown a champion here in Season 42.
Yeah, absolutely. We're watching the Carolina Panthers right now. If you put Command season in the chat, it'll tell you the current season we're on. Obviously, we've said it multiple times.
Oh, the Bucs are going to return a kick.
Oh,
he
wow.
went right down Broad Street. 10-5, the Bucs get a special teams play.
Rashad Perryman showing he's still got a little speed left on those wheels right there. Kicks it into high gear and pretty much untouched. You got to wonder how important special teams has been tonight. We're probably seeing more special teams plays, the good and the bad, than I've ever seen on an NBL Live 2-hour stream.
Here we go. The Cardinals, the kick to win the game. It's up. It's right down the middle. Arizona will take this one, 24-21. What a performance from Tout and the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, we got to send these kicks to Cookie Boy for the highlights. Remember, he just posted one. He had a submission for a top 10 play, and it was the guy kicking a game-winning field goal. You watched that?
Oh, yeah.
Tweet I sent you, right?
I saw it earlier. Shout out, by the way, to Jamie. No game sound on whatsoever.
Yeah, let me go ahead and DM him. I think I know the issue.
Uh-oh. Why don't we do the dump truck giveaway? It's 9:53. Let me know in the chat. You guys wanna do the dump truck giveaway? Like, do you? Some people are asking for it. I'm not sure if they want it. Oh, he said yes. All right, dump it. Hashtag dump it, Papa. I love that from the Sade Smooth. Dump truck giveaways are a reminder. That's going to give you everything that we got tonight. You can get your choice of the NFL 100 running back between Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith, Eric Dickerson, and Jim Brown. You get that Night Train Lane and Michael Irvin. You get the Blitz Masters, and you'll get the training and the power-ups for all that to get them to the top level. So let's do it. Make sure you're following the channel. Our winner of the dump truck is Mega Punks is not following. Hashtag not following. It's a shame. We'll roll it again. Get some rerolls. Get some rerolls in the chat. Ah, Mega Punks, you had it and you lost it. One more try. How about tough times for Paco? Following since August. Congratulations to Paco. No more tough times. You got that dump truck. You have 5 minutes to claim. Check your whispers. Feels bad, man. You gotta hit that follow button. Appreciate all you guys. Stay with us through the end of this game. We will finish this one out, but we will also be hosting Boogs after this one. So show some love to Boogs and Buffalo K. All right, that's fine.
Once again, a possession catch there, really for no reason. Look at this. Ton of space out in front of him. Opportunity to make a man miss after the catch, and instead he just takes the reception. I just think Carolina's leaving a lot of yards on the board here.
All right, congrats to Tough Times for Paco with the win.
And he's been following us for how long?
Since August. You're welcome, Flair. Happy to help. Make a kick. I don't know what to tell you, man. Although it wouldn't have made a difference in the end, but like, snow game kicking. The winner of the dump truck was Tough Times for Paco. So congrats to what will no longer be a tough time for Paco. We'll be out of here right at 10. For no reason other than I just don't want to listen to the deafening silence of this. I hate listening again to that game sound. Like,
yeah, it's something with his Twitch, man. He put his volume up, master volume up to 100. That usually does the trick because something was happening when people had it like at 70 or something. Dubes had it at 70. I didn't hear his either. So, yeah, something's going on with his Twitch. But his sound was on earlier because I muted it when the game first started, and now it's...
Yes, it was claimed. Congrats to all the winners in the chat. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, by the way. We know a lot of you are here just for the drops and just for the giveaways. We hope that you guys have been at least entertained by our franchise. We work really hard to put on these shows and put it on for you guys. So just having people here, seeing the just over 1,100 who are in the chat, and seeing the chat rolling, that makes us... Bomber, it makes it... Listen, whether there's one person here or whether there's 1,000 people here, we love doing this no matter what. But seeing all the support in the chat has just been absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope you're able to get some entertainment while you were getting your Twitch drops and an opportunity to win. And those winners, congratulations to you guys as well. There were some really nice prizes today.
Once again, big shout out to Kralo and Gabby over at EA and the whole EA and NFL team for putting together this Harvest Weekend. Make sure you guys... go on Twitter, give them a thanks because they really made this all possible. And we're just happy to be a part of it, be able to give back to the community. Thanks to the guys in the chat for being so awesome. NorCal Navy Mike, always good to see you. Slam Fist, good to see you. Just great seeing a lot of familiar faces and a lot of new faces as well. Congrats to our winners. In just a couple minutes, we are going to we're gonna raid Boogs. He's playing squads tonight. With one great user. That's 2 belt winners and 2 really funny guys playing squad together. You're not going to want to miss that one, so stick with us. We're going to go right till 10 o'clock because we want to make sure that use every little bit of the drops because the drops are there until 10 o'clock tonight. So we got about a minute to go. This has been a really good game, by the way, between Carolina and Tampa. I just wish there was any sort of sound on the back end. Just a little bit. I just need a little bit of game sound.
Yeah, we didn't have a good game to start this. Yeah, keep doing that. It sounds a little bit better. We didn't have a good game to start this NBL Live, but it's really paid out.
But yeah, that first game was rough. If you want to know how to join the NBL, exclamation point, join in the chat. You can go to 365.maddenbombleague.com and click on the application tab. By the way, can we talk about Andrew Luck in Tampa? Has it made a difference?
It was a big signing this offseason. They shored up the offensive line, bringing in a blindside left tackle is supposed to protect him. But so far, they just don't have the weapons right now. I think they're going to draft the receiver in this upcoming draft. They don't have their first-round pick. They obviously lost that. But I think this team's headed in the right direction as you see him competing good with this reigning Super Bowl champions from last season. So Andrew Luck, Ronald Jones, that's kind of the forefront with O.J. Howard for this skill positions for Tampa. I think just need to bring in some wide receivers that can make some plays and get some separation, and then we'll see the best of Andrew Luck.
All right, y'all, we are going to get out of here. It's been a phenomenal night here on the Harvest Weekend stream. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for 2 whole hours of franchise action. We're going to raid Bugatti Boogs, so make sure when you go over there, let them know MBL sent you. Show some love to my man Boogs and one great user. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you hit that follow button, and so you know each and every time that we go live. We got BTF coming up. We got some more streams coming up, so you're not going to want to miss out on all the NBL action. Thank you to everybody in the chat. You guys have been awesome. For my co-host Bomber, I'm your NBL Network Director, Nick Mazesco. Thank you once again for tuning in to some Madden Bomber League franchise action, and we will see you next time right here on the NBL Network.